My guess is they go 0-4. Maybe they go 1-3. Haslam's going to come down on Sunday, October 5th. And he says, I want Shedeur to play against Minnesota. And the staff's going to say, we're in London. It's rough. Just give us one more week. We don't want Shedeur having to go overseas. It's a big ask. And so they stave off the owner for a week. Flacco loses that game. I believe Shedeur starts.
Always going to be looming in every conversation. So I think they're going to want to get those guys action, Gabriel and Sanders. I think they're going to want to have one veteran quarterback. I don't know if there's a value in having both of those veteran quarterbacks and then having two rookies on the roster.
Breaking news out of Cleveland, and this one's shaking the entire city. Sources are saying the Browns ownership has made up their minds. They want Shedeur Sanders to be their starting quarterback, and they want it now. No more waiting, no more cautious planning. The switch might already be in motion. Colin Cowherd just dropped the bomb. Sanders isn't just a contender anymore. He's the frontrunner to lead the Browns' offense. This isn't a whisper floating through social media. Insiders are saying the owners are ready to put serious pressure on the front office to make it official from day one.
We talk oftentimes about quarterback being the most important position in the sport. We obviously spend a lot of time with Shedeur throughout the process. He's highly accurate, can play well from the pocket, very productive college career.
Could this finally be the move that gives Cleveland a clean slate, a new face of the franchise, a fresh start under center? It's wild to even imagine. But it gets even crazier. Cowherd revealed that it wasn't just management hinting at a quarterback change. Jimmy Haslam himself, the Browns owner, was behind the push. Cowherd says Haslam went straight to head coach Kevin Stefanski and told him, quote, start Shedeur. Stefanski reportedly wasn't having it. In fact, he tried to slow the whole thing down by drafting Dillon Gabriel in the third round. Just 2 picks before Shedeur Sanders. That's the kind of behind-the-scenes power struggle you can't make up. Now Haslam's stepping back into the spotlight, reportedly demanding that Stefanski and his coaching staff stop playing games and start Shedeur immediately. The pressure is boiling. Every player in that locker room can feel it. This might be the biggest quarterback shakeup Cleveland's seen in years. The energy's tense, the rumors are flying, and everyone's waiting to see who blinks first. Still, Cowherd says there's resistance behind closed doors. The coaching staff and front office are nervous. They don't want to throw Shedeur straight into the fire without a buffer. They're hoping to ease him in, maybe buy a little time before handing him the keys to the offense. But according to Cowherd, it's already too late. The owners have made their decision and there's no turning back. Shedeur Sanders is their guy. The chosen future of the franchise. Cleveland's putting all their chips on his arm, his poise, and his swagger.
If you're drafted in the 4th round or later, you're instantly running with the 2s. More often than not, even the 3rd round or later, you're more likely running with the 2s. Though Shedeur is probably going to still be running with the 4s, the coaches suggested there's going to be a fair opportunity.
Praying he's the one who can finally drag this team back into the championship conversation. And Cowherd didn't stop there. He dropped a truth bomb that hit even harder. He said the Browns' ownership isn't just chasing wins. They're chasing attention. They don't just want a solid quarterback. They want a superstar. Someone who can dominate headlines, own the spotlight, and bring the Browns back into national relevance. And who better for that than Shedeur Sanders? It's a move that would light up every sports show in America. Cowherd even compared it to the old days, when the Browns went all in on Baker Mayfield and Deshaun Watson. Remember how ownership backed those decisions even when the front office hesitated? Well, it's deja vu in Cleveland. This time, the obsession is with Shedeur. His name is echoing through every meeting, every press chat, every draft room conversation. The owners see him not just as a player, but as a brand. Then came the voice that everyone in Cleveland had been waiting for. The front office finally spoke.
Saying it, I believe Shedeur Sanders should play more games than any other quarterback on this roster this year, because he's the only guy that I look at and say they might have something here, because I'm telling you right now.
Browns GM Andrew Berry stepped to the mic and made it crystal clear. Shedeur Sanders wasn't drafted to hold a clipboard. He said point blank that Sanders was brought in to compete for that starting spot and push every quarterback in the room to their limits. Berry praised Shedeur's fire, his laser focus, and that hunger to prove he's the real deal. Berry even revealed some behind-the-scenes details that shocked fans across the league. He admitted the Browns never planned to draft 2 quarterbacks, and they definitely didn't expect Shedeur Sanders to still be sitting there in the 5th round. When his name stayed on the board, Berry said the room went silent for a second. Then they couldn't believe their luck, and jumped on the chance. That one moment changed everything. That move said it all, right? Cleveland didn't just roll the dice. They saw potential. They saw something special and refused to let it slip away. What started as a surprise pick has exploded into a full-blown quarterback battle for the top job. Shedeur didn't come to Cleveland to sit back and develop quietly. He came to take over. From the first snap of OTAs, he's been out there moving with swagger, throwing darts with precision, and carrying himself like a veteran who's already earned the locker room's respect. Coaches can't help but notice. This kid's got the it factor.
Many believe forced Andrew Berry and Stefanski to draft Shedeur Sanders. They drafted Dillon Gabriel probably a round or two early, hoping to get out of the Shedeur sweepstakes. So the question is, at some point, Haslam's going to come down and say,
every practice, it's becoming clearer that Berry's so-called gamble might have been the biggest steal of the draft. Sanders plays with poise, control, and that quiet fire that screams leadership. He's not chasing a roster spot anymore. He's forcing everyone to admit he's a real threat for QB1. The energy around him is impossible to ignore. What was supposed to be a developmental year has turned into one of the most electrifying storylines in Cleveland's entire offseason. When the Browns grabbed Shedeur Sanders with their 5th pick, most fans thought he'd be a backup, or maybe a long-term project. But that story just got blown to pieces. Late-round quarterbacks aren't supposed to make waves this early. Yet Shedeur's breaking every rule in the book. While most rookies keep quiet and fade into the background, Shedeur's out there commanding huddles like a general. He's calm when the pressure hits, sharp in every drill, and already earning nods from veterans who know what greatness looks like. Every throw, every rep, every snap feels like a statement. Shedeur Sanders isn't waiting for permission, he's taking the opportunity. The Browns might not even have a choice but to hand him the keys. It's official. Shedeur Sanders isn't just here to learn the ropes. He's here to take the job. His performances have flipped the narrative upside down. What started as a quiet 5th-round pick has turned into one of Cleveland's boldest moves in years. And inside the facility, the buzz keeps growing louder by the day. Sanders isn't waiting his turn. He's demanding it. The energy around Cleveland right now is electric. Even NFL insider Peter Schrager confirmed what everyone's been whispering.
This is an ownership group that likes headlines at quarterbacks. Shedeur's a headline. Dillon Gabriel's not. I mean, look, we're paying attention to the Cleveland.
This season could be a make-or-break moment for Shedeur Sanders. Most rookie quarterbacks can only dream of this kind of momentum. And that alone says everything about how much faith Cleveland has in him. The Browns aren't treating Shedeur Sanders like some long-term project. They believe he's ready right now. The fans? They're losing it. Every Browns supporter in the city is counting down the days until training camp opens, and there's only one name echoing through Cleveland. Shedeur Sanders. With ownership pushing for him and the crowd chanting his name, you can feel the buzz building from the streets to the stadium. Cleveland hasn't felt this kind of energy in years. From the diehard fans rocking throwback jerseys to the new generation rocking Sanders 2 in orange and brown, the city's united under one emotion, hope.
If you believe, and many do, that the owner, he's the one that wanted Manziel, he's the one that did Deshaun Watson, he's the one that...
They're ready to see Shedeur step on that field and light it up like the next big thing. And make no mistake, this training camp isn't just another preseason warm-up. It's the launch pad for something special. With ownership in his corner and the fans behind him, Shedeur Sanders has turned Cleveland into must-watch TV this summer. Fans are flooding practice sessions, lining up early just to watch him throw. Every flick of his wrist has people talking, and the hype just keeps growing louder by the day. But this isn't some overnight sensation. Shedeur's been grinding for this moment from day one. Through every OTA, every minicamp, every rep he could get, he stayed locked in. Even when things didn't go his way, he didn't pout or point fingers. He worked. In his own words, "You've got to understand the situation you're in. Whether you're getting reps or not, you can take it negatively, or you can use it to push yourself harder." That right there shows his mindset. Calm, confident, and built for the long game. While others might have sulked, Shedeur used that hunger as fuel, and it's showing. Day after day, he's been sharpening his mechanics, studying film, and perfecting the little details that separate good quarterbacks from great ones. That laser focus, that quiet determination. It's what's making the difference. Now all that discipline is paying off. The Browns are watching closely, and it's obvious this kid isn't just another rookie. He's the real deal. Sanders has gone from an intriguing draft pick to the future face of the franchise. Ownership's standing firm behind him, and now even the coaching staff is starting to buy in. The picture's becoming clearer every day. Shedeur's not here to wait his turn, he's here to lead. He's climbed the depth chart faster than anyone expected, turning doubt into momentum, and now it's getting harder and harder to imagine anyone else taking that first snap. the story's flipped completely. Shedeur Sanders isn't chasing the starting job anymore. He's owning it. The buzz around Cleveland is hitting a whole new level. Insiders are saying out loud what fans have been whispering for weeks. Shedeur Sanders isn't just in the race for QB1. He is the race. Every throw, every rep, every read is turning heads. Even veterans are starting to nod, quietly admitting that this kid might already be the real deal. The locker room energy has shifted, and you can feel it. Reporters are describing the atmosphere around Brown's practices as electric. Shedeur's rhythm with his receivers is smooth. His timing is sharp. His command is off the charts. Coaches who once hesitated are now watching in silence, realizing this might be the spark Cleveland's been waiting on for years. And it's not just about his arm, it's about his presence. When Shedeur steps into that huddle, everyone listens. He's got that natural command that no coach can teach, that quiet authority that makes teammates buy in instantly. And let's not forget the fans. They've already made up their minds. Every social feed, every Browns forum, every clip from practice is flooded with one message: start Shedeur. The crowd wants him, ownership wants him, and now even the media is jumping on the wave, saying the Browns can't afford to waste this kind of momentum. The noise is too loud to ignore. The question isn't if anymore, it's when. Will Cleveland finally hand Shedeur Sanders the keys to the offense and let him take this team where they've been too scared to go? Because right now, every sign points to a new era taking shape in Cleveland. And it's wearing number 12. It's starting to feel inevitable. The Shedeur Sanders era is about to begin, and the city can't stop buzzing about it. Insiders say the internal conversations have shifted. It's no longer, should we start him? But how fast can we make it happen? The writing's on the wall, and even the locker room feels it. Practices have turned into showcases, and every rep Shedeur takes looks like a statement to the world. I'm ready. Players who were once quiet are now speaking up for him, calling him different, saying he's got that rare mix of swagger and control. One veteran was overheard saying, "He walks in like he's already the starter." That kind of confidence is contagious. The locker room's feeding off his energy. The chemistry's building faster than anyone expected, and it's lighting a fire under the whole roster. Even the defensive guys, and up to the toughest critics, are giving him props, saying his poise under pressure is cold-blooded. That's the kind of respect you can't fake. Behind the scenes, Jimmy Haslam is reportedly pushing harder than ever, making sure nobody in the coaching staff backtracks. Sources say he told Kevin Stefanski, point blank, if he's ready, he's playing. That's not a suggestion, that's a mandate. The message from the top is clear. No more slow plays, no more politics. It's time to win. And with every day that passes, the decision feels more locked in. Cleveland hasn't felt this kind of buzz since Baker's rookie year, but this time it feels different, calmer, stronger, more focused. Shedeur isn't chasing the spotlight. He's earning respect one throw at a time. His consistency is impossible to ignore. If this momentum keeps building, don't be surprised when that headline drops. Shedeur Sanders named starting quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. It's not a matter of hype anymore. It's a countdown. The storm in Cleveland just hit full force, and every sign points to Shedeur Sanders finally taking over as the Browns' starting quarterback. Reports are flying that the coaching staff has started splitting first-team reps, giving Shedeur a real shot to prove he's ready for the big stage. You can feel the tension at every practice. Fans are packed against the fences, cameras are rolling, and every throw draws cheers like it's Sunday at First Energy Stadium. Inside the organization, the conversations have changed completely. The hesitation to hand the rookie the keys is fading fast. They're running out of reasons not to. The pressure from ownership has hit its peak, and the front office knows it. The fans want change, and Haslam's patience is running thin. Sources say he's made it crystal clear. The Browns need energy, not excuses. That means one thing. It's time to let the kid cook. Even Shedeur's teammates are showing where their loyalty lies. Receivers are staying late after practice just to run extra drills with him, and guys in the locker room are already calling him King QB1. Half joking, but half dead serious. The movement is real, and the coaching staff can feel the wave coming right for them. The buzz around town is unreal. Billboards, talk shows, podcasts, social media. It's all Shedeur, all day. Cleveland hasn't had this kind of raw excitement in years, and the whole city is feeding off every rumor, every update, every clip from practice. It's not just hype anymore. It feels like destiny. If the Browns pull the trigger, the Shedeur Sanders era won't just begin, it'll explode. The excitement has completely taken over Cleveland. When will Shedeur Sanders finally take over as the Browns' starting quarterback? The energy in Cleveland right now is unreal. Bars, barbershops, classrooms, and everywhere you go, people are asking the same question. This isn't just football anymore. It's hope. You can feel it in the air, that spark that says something special is coming. Shedeur's rise has reignited pride in this city. He's given fans a reason to believe again, to dream again. Every throw, every rep, every headline just keeps the fire burning hotter. His stock keeps climbing by the day, and at this point, it's undeniable. He's not just the future. He's the moment. The Shedeur Sanders era has officially arrived, and Cleveland's ready to ride with him every step of the way. But here's the big question. With ownership pushing hard and Shedeur shining brighter with every practice, will Kevin Stefanski hold his ground? Or finally hand over the reins? The tension's thick, the pressure's real, and the entire football world's watching to see what happens next. What do you think, Cleveland? Will the front office get their wish, or will Stefanski try to keep control a little longer? Drop your thoughts down below. Let's hear where you stand on this. And hey, if you're riding with Team Shedeur, make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and share button, because this story, it's only getting started. The next chapter in this wild Browns saga is just around the corner. And trust me, you won't want to miss what comes next.